Starry Lee, seconder. Mr. Chen Gam Lam, second. Starry Lee, to accept the nomination? Yes, I do. Any other nominations? Ms. Emily Lau. I hope that EXCO members will not be chairman of this kind of bills committee. Previously, the EXCO members used to be exercising self-constraint more. Well, I mean, you have so many members from your side, Chen Kam Lam, Wai-king, I mean, all right. This is not mentioned in the policy, in the rules of procedure. Ms. Starry Lee. Thanks very much, Ms. Lau. Well, it is the job of the chair to preside over the meeting. All the meetings will be conducted in public. The media and members are monitoring the work of the chairman. I understand that previously EXCO members did become the chairman of Bills Committee. We did have this president. The same can be said about panels. If I were to be elected, I give you the undertaking that I can preside over the meeting fairly, right? This is a response to Ms. Emily Lau. Mr. Kenneth Leung, I nominate Mr. James To. Ms. Emily Lau, second. Mr. To, you accept the nomination. All right. Any third nomination? Okay, then we have to put this to the vote. All right. The ballot papers are being distributed to members. Candidate number 1. Ms. Starry Lee. Candidate number 2, Mr. James To.
咁呢個係一個不記名投票，咁所以大家唔好展示大家嘅投票。
This is a secret ballot. You're not supposed to show the way you vote to other members. Once again, number 1, Ms. Starry Lee. Number 2, Mr. James To.
咁有冇委員未攞到選票？
Everybody got the ballot papers? Right, please fill out the ballot papers. Right, you're all done. The voting process is now closed. Please deposit the ballot papers into the collection box, please.
Oh, okay. Wow. 咁而家跟住咧就請提名。
Will the members who made the nominations please come forward and supervise the counting? Mr. Kenneth Leung, Mr. Wai-king.
咁啊，大家都知道所有嘅
all the ballot papers will be destroyed after the meeting under the supervision of the Secretariat. All right, please proceed. Read them out aloud.
你學下啦，大家。 要處理嘅，遲早要處理，處理唔到。
係啦，或者係 keep 唱埋票咁樣。
唱埋票啦，唱埋票啦。
Yes, please read them out aloud. Number 1.
我睇到㗎啦。
Number 1. Number 2. Number 1. Number 1. Number 1. Number 1. Number 2. Number 1. 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 Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Number 1. Right. And I'll declare the results. Mr. Lee got 15 votes, Mr. Toh 7. And I'll declare that Mr. Lee elected as the chair of the Bills Committee. Mr. Lee, please. First of all, my thanks to all of you for your support to be chairman of this Bills Committee. As I said, I'll be dealing with all the questions and the potential amendments in a fair manner. Do we see the need for a deputy chairman? If you do, then we'll proceed to the election of the deputy chairman. Any nomination, please. Mr. James Dean. I nominate Mr. James Toh. Seconder, all right. We have seconder, Mr. Toh, to accept the nomination. Yes, I do. Thank you. All right then, deputy chairman. Any other nominations? Well, I'd very much like to see Mr. Toh become the deputy chairman. Any other nomination? Well, Madam Chair, you have to preside over the meeting in a fair and open manner. Any other nominations? No? Mr. James Toh has been elected as Vice Chairman of the Bills Committee. Item 2, way forward. Subject to members' views, I think we may need to invite deputations to air their views. Mr. Chen. Yes, Madam Chair, I see the need for that. We can invite all the relevant organizations, the chambers and so on, to voice their views. I'm sure that this is what we expected. With your agreement, we will be issuing invitation letters to all relevant organizations and 18 district councils and place an invitation for views on the website of the council to invite views from interested parties. Members may wish to propose a list of organizations to be invited at the meeting or after the meeting. If you have any organizations in mind, please let the Secretariat know by January the 22nd. Mr. James Tin. Madam Chair, tabled in front of us is a list of the proposed organizations to be invited. I don't have any strong views, but with regard to the BSD, this will apply to the corporations and companies and so on. We are focusing on the mainland people, but I mean we have so many expatriates from the UK and the US who are staying in Hong Kong. They asked me why, let's say, a US citizen coming to Hong Kong to purchase property will be subject to the 15%. I'm sure that we have Citibank and other organizations represented. I'm wondering whether the consulates, the UK, the US, Japan consulates may be invited. I mean, we should not be accused of practicing protectionism here in Hong Kong. All right, this will be followed up. Mr. James Toh. This Stamp Duty Amendment Bill 2012, 30% of the bill, or even 50% of the bill, is in fact, well, at that time, in 2008, 2009, there were so many deputations airing their views regarding the SSD. Now, during the last exercise, they probably have already expressed their views, and this time 50% of the content would be related to them. I think it's only fair that they be invited as well. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Toh. Please follow up, Secretary. Mr. Wong Kwok-hing. Well, there are scores of business chambers here on the list. Now, this bill has to do with the people of Hong Kong. I hope that the public hearings will be open to the public. Anybody who is interested should be invited.
Point taken. In fact, this is an open hearing, and if members or any members of the public are interested to express their views, well, the hearing is not confined to representatives of the business sector. Any other comments? If not, then we will proceed as suggested. We will follow the proposed list of organizations and chambers of commerce and deputations that gave their comments to us previously. And if members have further suggestions, please inform the Secretariat by the 22nd. Right. Dates of future meetings. The Secretariat has proposed 2 time slots for us. The 25th of January 2013, a Friday, from 8:30 to 10:30 in the morning, to meet with the administration. And then on the 4th of February, a Monday, from 4:30 to 6:30, also meeting with the administration. Proposed date for meeting the deputations is the 26th of February. All right, any objection to the 2 dates? All right, 2 dates are set, And then as regards other dates, what about the 4th of February? Can we change it? We can advance it to 2:30 if members so wishes. Originally, it's scheduled for 4:30 to 6:30. Reschedule it, then we have to. Mr. Ronnie Tong, I'd rather have 2:30 than 4:30. All right, the 4th of February, 2:30. Mr. Chen, you are not available on the 4th? Okay, we'll consult members and we'll choose the slot where most of us, or the greatest number, will be available. No, why don't you decide it now, Chairman? Other than Ms. Chen Yunhan and Mr. Wong Kwok-kin, who won't be available on the 4th of February, I'd like to ask whether all members are available on that date. Ms. Sit Ho. The 25th of January would clash with education and manpower. I'm sure you're concerned about education as well. Well, can't be helped, Mr. Charles Mock. I wanted to say the 25th of January. I can't make it. Mr. Tony Tse, the 4th of February. I hope it won't be advanced to 2:30. Mr. Wang Ting Kwang. 4:30 to 7 p.m. on the 4th of February is ESC. As we all understand, we were bound to clash with other meetings. Well, if there's no consensus here, we'll ask the Secretariat to identify another time slot, and we'll pick the date where the greatest number of members can be present. Let's trust the professionalism of the Secretariat. Mr. James Ho, well, I'd like to ask the Secretariat, in proposing these two dates, has she already avoided clashes with other meetings? Yes, we are bound to have other commitments. But if she already picked the two dates with the least number of clashes, so be it. Otherwise, it's hard to accommodate everyone. Mr. James Tan, I have no strong views. But since the Secretariat has picked a few days, let's settle with them. Otherwise, I have to go back and check my diary at my office, and then I get back to you. Then I think the most important thing is these two dates would not clash with other meetings of LegCo. Mr. Ronnie Tong. There are only two slots provided by the administration. Well, the 25th of January, I think, is okay. 8:30 to 10:30. No, please do not leave me out. Okay, we vote on the slots one by one. On the 25th of January, 8:30 to 10:30. Those who are for this date, hands up, please. All right. Those who can make it, or those who are against the slot, the 8:30 to 10:30 on the 25th of January. No. Well, if there's a quorum, I won't object to it. 10 to 3, so the majority are in support of the 25th of January, 8:30 to 10:30. I hope members who have other commitments, I ask for your understanding. The 4th of February, 2:30 to 4:30, that's option 1. Option 2, 4:30 to 6:30. Those are for the first slot, 2:30 to 4:30, hands up, please. All right, if you are available for both slots, you can put your hands up for 2 times. 2:30 to 3:30, I'm sure there is every possibility that it would clash with some other meetings. I've just informed by the Secretariat that the housing panel was cancelled. All right, 2:30 to 4:30, 4th of February. If you prefer this one, hands up, please. 11. Those who would prefer 4:30 to 6:30 on the same day, hands up, please. 4. So it will be the slot from 2:30 to 4:30 because there are a few more members going for this. So it's 2:30 to 4:30 on the 4th of February. And when will deputations meet with us? Oh, we have to check again. Is it the 26th? Well, I think Mr. James Tan is most meticulous in reading papers. I apologize because I won't be available on the 26th. How about we discuss again next time? The 22nd or the 2nd of February.
唔係28號點做？咩都冇啊。2月18係嘛？秘書提供另一個。
The Secretariat has proposed another date. That's the 18th of February. From 8:30 to 12:45. It would, of course, clash with panel meetings. I ask for your understanding. And it's also just after the Lunar New Year break. Not the best date, but subject to members' views. The public hearing. Madam Chair, yes, Mr. James Toh. No, the session is rather long. If you are not available for the first 2 hours, then I can stand in on your behalf. Well, I hope I can find a date when I will be around for the whole slot. Yes, meeting with deputations.
好嘛，咁就以18號。
All right, the 18th of February. From 8:30 to 12:45. Mr. James Tan? 8:30 is a bit dangerous, risky. It's usually even for the proposed date on the 26th is from 9 a.m. to 12:45. So why don't we schedule it from 9 to 12:45. That's subject to the number of deputations. If there are too many, then we will work out the time again to accommodate everyone, hopefully. All right, the 18th of February. Tentatively, 9 a.m., depending on the number of deputations attending. I agree, 8 a.m. She said 7 a.m. I don't mind. Depends on members, but it might be difficult for deputations. All right. AOB? Madam Chair, Ms. Emily Lau, I think the Secretariat will give us a schedule of further meetings, right? We have only scheduled for 3 meetings. All right, no AOB items, meeting adjourned. Thank you.